it's Paul from Carter & Son Toolworks, and today we're going to be discussing 7 tips to improve your wood turning tool sharpening. We won't be diving into any different equipment or precise settings. Although those topics are important, I wanted to take a step back today and discuss some fundamentals around sharpening that I've learned over the last 8 to 9 years. Each and every tool at Carter & Son is hand ground and polished to a mere finish before being shipped out to our customers to enjoy. We strive to manufacture the highest quality turning tools available, and I have been grinding these tools to ensure nothing short of perfection reaches your lathe. With that being said, grinding tools has truly become an art and a second nature to me. And I'm looking forward to share more about what I've learned, not just in this video, but in future videos as well. I hope these tips can be used across a wide range of sharpening systems and turning tools, and that these will allow you to see success while sharpening and ultimately while turning. So let's dive in. Removing your tools from their handles not only removes unnecessary weight while sharpening, but it also allows you to work closer to the grinder to more accurately resharpen each and every tool. Removing the handle also allows a much more ergonomic hand placement when using a jig, which is our second tip. Comfortable hand placement while grinding a gouge is critical to accurately repeat complex grind profiles. Keep in mind that I'm right-handed and I prefer to use my left hand to almost float above the jig, moving in between the left and the right side depending on which wing I'm currently grinding. This hand isn't really applying too much pressure, whereas my right hand is placed on the back of the gouge or the tool, and that's applying the majority of the pressure into the wheel, as well as some nice rotation. Especially on a more swept back bull gouge, allowing your left hand to almost float above the jig eliminates your hand and your wrist to get kind of in the way when you're going from side to side. Just like when we're turning, shifting your weight and moving your hips is key.
You must move your body from one end of the blank to the other, not your arms. You can't maintain an even cut by just moving your arms. The tool should be held against your side, and the position of your arms should remain locked. You will then shift your weight from one foot to the other, moving your body as you cut across the blank.
Shifting your weight to not solely rely on moving your arms back and forth while sharpening will greatly improve your repeatability, especially when working on more complex grind profiles. If this isn't something that you naturally do, it might feel a little bit awkward at first, but give it a try and I think you'll be impressed by the results. Lighting is key while sharpening, since the contact point between the wheel and the tool is such a small area. Being able to precisely see where the tool is contacting the grinding wheel is so important. I would highly recommend at least 2 strong, direct lights on either side of the wheel. 2 or more lights eliminates any potential shadows that can occur while sharpening the wings of a larger bowl gouge. I would suggest using a light that is very directional, since the area that we're grinding at is relatively small. I purchased these two lights at Woodturner's Wonders, and I'll have those linked down below. Just like with turning, planning ahead while profiling a tool at the grinder is key. Either drawing out different perspectives of the profile or simply just having the profile in mind while you start grinding will help eliminate any excess grinding. Planning ahead not only means having the proper grind profile in mind, it also means understanding where on the tool you need to grind and where you need to remove material in order to achieve a particular grind profile. We'll talk more about this step in a little bit. After resharpening or reshaping a tool, it's important to inspect your new profile from multiple angles and multiple perspectives. A lot of the time, only reviewing from one angle won't give you the full picture about your grind profile. Taking a look at this spindle roughing gouge, from the front perspective, it looks fairly normal. But when you start looking from the right or the left, you can start to see a few mistakes that happened while sharpening. On this particular spindle roughing gouge, the wings were ground way too far forward, which means that the nose itself was overground. This isn't something that we can easily see when just looking at the front perspective, which is why I always recommend looking at the front, the right, the bottom, and the left. Eliminating high spots, I believe, is one of the most important ideas to understand while grinding. High spots on a tool can look very different depending on which tool you are currently grinding and which perspective you are looking at the tool through. Here are a few examples from two different tools to help you understand the concept a little bit more. Let's start with our bowl gouge. In this example, you can see we have a sharp corner on our grind profile from the left perspective, and the nose of the tool is leaning to the right. A properly ground bowl gouge will have a smooth, convex, or straight grind profile across the entirety of both wings. It will also have a symmetrical nose radius. Beginning from the left side, you can see that we have a very stout nose, almost a sharp angle in the middle of our convex grind profile. This is most likely caused by over-sharpening the nose of the tool. Overlaying the properly ground tool, you can see where our high spots start to show. This is exactly where you'd want to focus the majority of your grinding in order to remove the least amount of material and create a safe and proper grind profile. Next, let's take a look at the nose profile itself. I found it the easiest to look at the nose profile while flipping the tool over and looking at the bottom of the gouge. When overlaying the properly ground tool, you can see the nose is leaning way far to the right. This makes the left portion of our tool, on the nose, the high spot where we need to be grinding material away. Next, let's take a look at our spindle roughing gouge. With this gouge, you can see the right wing is leaning down and the nose of the tool is ground too far back. A properly ground spindle roughing gouge will be flat across both wings as well as flat across the bottom of the nose to each individual wing. This can be checked using a precision square or a flat surface. Overlaying this tool with a properly ground spindle gouge, you can start to see where the high spots show. From the front perspective, our high spot is the left wing. From the left perspective, our high spot is both of the wings. In order to properly grind this tool, we will need to grind both of the wings down, since those are high spots, as well as slightly more on the left side, since that was the high spot from our front view. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't hesitate to ask any additional questions in the comments down below. And check out our website, carterandsontoolworks.com, for a free sharpening guide just like this one, along with other sharpening and turning content. Don't forget to subscribe for more sharpening videos just like this one. From all of us at Carter & Son Toolworks, thank you so much and happy turning.